Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, all of you, and welcome back to this wonderful session of 41 days meditation with all of us. And thank you for the host for consistently doing this. And it's a good practice to everyone. So let us all sit comfortably and then start meditating. Close your eyes. And Ratna, would you mind playing the music? Close your eyes. Clasp your hands. Sit straight if possible. Relax. concentration towards your heartbeat. So place your hands on your hips, unclasp your hands, and place your hands on your eyes. Come back to the present moment. Feel the music. Ratna, do you want to stop the music? Thank you. Thank you so much for that lovely music. I hope you're all back to the present moment. And thank you for organizing this wonderful 41 days session. And it's a real good practice for everyone or anyone who wanted to get back to that routine. Usually these days we kind of get lost in our present schedule, and this is a real good motivation for all of us to get back to our routine of meditation. And thank you for organizing this. And that was a lovely music too. I felt very intense amount of energy that's been fluctuating within my body. So, with that being said, I will introduce myself. I'm Gouthami. I live here in Dallas, Texas, and I've been meditating from past 2.5 to 3 years almost, I guess. So, I've been introduced to this meditation 2 years or 2.5 years ago. And I've been consistently practicing this meditation from that time onwards. And by profession, I'm a software employee, and this meditation is helping me a lot to be productive at my work too. That much I can say about how I use that meditation in my daily day life. And and today's topic that I'm going to discuss is about consciousness and creation. It is titled as Consciousness and Creation. And why did I title this? Is because whenever i whenever I say, or we all hear about consciousness, we might wanted to understand that the person who is narrating that consciousness is their own perspective of understanding about that, and we can never fully justify that meaning to that consciousness, because everyone has their own way of understanding the consciousness. Some see it in our in daily day-to-day life, but we all wanted to realize that this is the ultimate truth. Consciousness is the ultimate truth, where the reality is lying within, and the reality or manifestation is coming out of. So that is the highest consciousness. And I've been reading Dina Mariam's books a lot these days, and I am currently reading like fourth book of hers. And all through those books, I've, I've really understood. I never felt taste of it to actually speak, but I've understood a little bit of what consciousness is, because she has been tasting that consciousness in her whole past lives. So the real consciousness, it, as far as I read her books, the consciousness of her started from her life in Tibet. And she, while meditating that, meditating in her life, in her past lives too, she felt that consciousness, she felt the taste, or she tasted that consciousness by realizing that she herself has can merge into that consciousness. And what is that consciousness? It is nothing, but it is everything, friends. When you say it's nothing, there's nothing that you have to realize, because everything is within you, or within that consciousness. And when you say it is everything, it's because the creation or manifestation, everything is happening from the consciousness. That's the reason why I say that it is nothing, but it is everything. Now, I will tell you a small story to relate to what I am saying. When there's a war called Kurukshetra, Arjuna was sent by Krishna to meditate on Mahadeva to get the missile called Pasupatastra. So that is the ultimate missile or weapon that he needs to have to actually win over the war. That's what was the reason behind why he was sent to meditate over Mahadeva. And when he started meditating on Mahadeva, what exactly is called meditating on Mahadeva or Lord Shiva is nothing but he himself. We suppose him to be a physical form, but in reality, there's no physical form for Shiva, Lord Shiva, because he himself is the consciousness. Arjuna was sent to meditate over a large, vast consciousness. When anyone, not only Arjuna, or when any person starts meditating on Lord Shiva, um, uh, or the ultimate consciousness, their mind should be unfluctuated, which means a single thought also should not pierce into their mind, and they have to go into the absolute reality, absolute totality, and then they will start meditating on that ultimate consciousness. And when they start realizing or merging into that ultimate consciousness, the energy will be added. Here the energy is nothing but the female energy, which we call as Parvati Devi. And the energy starts adding to that ultimate consciousness, where it is because wherever that ultimate consciousness or the consciousness stays, the energy also stays, because wherever Shiva stays, Parvati stays. Wherever Vishnu stays, Lakshmi Mata stays. Wherever Brahma stays, and Saraswati Mata stays. All these energies are termed as the female energy. And when you add the energy to that ultimate consciousness or the consciousness, then the manifestation starts happening. So that's how Arjuna was given that Pasupatastra by Lord Shiva, because he that ultimate consciousness, he went into that absolute reality and manifested that Pasupatastra because the energy has been added to that consciousness. So that is a one real good example of how the manifestation out of the consciousness starts or happens. So, and again, I would like to tell something to you guys, because whenever Shiva, the consciousness, he is present, that consciousness is a silent witness. Any consciousness, when we refer to that, it is a silent witness or a potential, or it's a state of being. It's not a state of moment, it's a state of being. So Shiva is always a state of being. And yes, it has a value, but it really doesn't have a value when there's no Shakti behind it or beside it. When a Shakti is nothing but it's an energy or the expression or the action or movement or a state of becoming, state of being into becoming. When a Shakti is added to that consciousness, then it starts manifesting. Every single reality or every single part and particle of this universe is manifested out of that consciousness, with Shakti being added to that Shiva's consciousness. So without consciousness, there is no Shakti, and without Shakti, there is no consciousness. So both go hand in hand, and it is on one particular day called Shivaratri, which we all know about it, the importance of Shivaratri, when this Shiva and Shakti has been united together, and a real good, it's not a real good, it's a real state of manifestation has happened during the day of Shivratri. And that is particular thing that is the particular form called Ardhanarishwara Tattvam, which we in Telugu we call it as Ardhanarishwara Tattvam, where the combination of consciousness and Shakti has been united together, and they have been given an equal importance to each other, which also iterates to, which also resembles to the entire universe, that this consciousness, every single human being has their own consciousness and Shakti to get united together in their bodies, which is a concept of emitting that vibration of love to the entire universe. So on the Shivratri, the significance of Shivratri is the vibration of love that this consciousness and Shakti are giving together. That is the consciousness of Shiva and Shakti. And there's one more consciousness called Vishnu and Lakshmi Mata, which this particular consciousness, it preserves or nurtures everything in this universe, and for their unity is the reason why this universe is sustaining in the guidelines of dharma. And Lakshmi Mata's and I cannot actually just do any justification to explain the beauty of their unity, but I'll do my best in to iterate that in few sentences. So Vishnu's consciousness is to preserve dharma, compassion, order, and structure, or to align everything in order within the universe. And Lakshmi Mata's responsibility, or Shakti's, Lakshmi's Shakti is responsible to nurture abundance, beauty, flow, and feel soften inside. So together they balance divine masculine and feminine energies, living in a purposeful and joyful life. That's why they have taken multiple forms in this universe, to let all human beings and all the beings in this universe know what the beauty of divine and abundance would feel like, and how to follow dharma in order to align all of us in dharma guidelines, and then unite with that ultimate consciousness. Every part and particle in this universe is created from that consciousness, and the goal of every creation is to merge into that ultimate consciousness. So Vishnu's consciousness and Lakshmi's Mata's consciousness will help all of us to realize and merge with that ultimate consciousness. So that's why they have taken this multiple forms in this universe and then helped us to keep this momentum uh, live. And there is another consciousness called Brahma's consciousness and then Saraswati's consciousness. And we all refer them to as creation. And I happened to listen to this one story that when Brahma's consciousness is also a manifestation from that ultimate consciousness. When Brahma was born, then he didn't understand what to do. He reached out to Vishnu and Vishnu's consciousness, and then asked him what is the responsibility of him. Then Vishnu did tell him that Lord Vishnu did tell him that, okay, start meditating. And he meditated for eons, and he realized that Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am the Brahma, which is nothing but I am the Parabrahma, which means he himself is the consciousness. Everyone has to realize that. That is the goal of every individual, to realize that he himself or she himself is the consciousness, because everyone is created from that ultimate consciousness. When he realized that he is the consciousness himself, or he is the Parabrahma himself, then obviously wherever that realization happens, the energy will start adding, and the energy that has been added to that Brahma's consciousness is nothing but the Saraswati's consciousness, Shakti of Saraswati. And when he realized the importance of creation, how was he creating? Because Saraswati or Shakti is full of the knowledge. When a creation already or any creation happens, when there's a knowledge tied towards that consciousness, then the creation will have its own beauty. So he Brahma has vision and Saraswati has voice, and Brahma has inspiration and Saraswati can interpret those in that inspiration. And Brahma has a will and Saraswati Mata has a wisdom. So combination of their energies and consciousness is the meaning of this creation, and how we all can see how beautiful it is, right? So that is the consciousness and the energy that we can add. And I've also read one in one of the book saying that Jesus, the Lord Jesus, which we all know how immense his love is, right? Because most of the people in this universe, a lot, actually a lot of people in this universe have been attracted towards his love to till date. He has been born millennia ago, but to till date, lots and lots of people attract towards his love. And often I wonder why does people actually get attracted towards his love. It is because and this is a reference taken from one of the book called Dancing with Darkness, and this is not my own narration. I've been taking reference from that book. He started at certain point of age. He started meditating in that Himalayas, and while he was very young, when he was born, three sages did go from India to him, and then they iterated some words to him. And then when he reached a certain age, he didn't forget that moment, and he was trying to find out who those sages were. And he came in search of those sages, and he reached to a point where there is a Himalayas and there's a cave. And inside that cave there is this Shiva and then Shakti, and we all know that story from our mythology too, where Parvati has been longing to meet Shiva due to a separation, because she has to take birth in the human form. And Shiva has been trying to help Parvati to realize her own potentiality, because Shiva consciousness cannot stay without Shakti being her side, and there's no meaning of consciousness without Shakti, right? So he has been helping Parvati to realize her own potentiality, and Parvati Devi have meditated for eons and eons ago, eons and eons. And then she started realizing her own potentiality, and when she started when she realized who the true nature of her, that energy went and merged into this consciousness, and that is on that day, particular day called Shivaratri. So Jesus himself, after millennia or lots and lots of years later, he happened to stay in that particular cave in the Himalayas, and then he started meditating. When he started meditating, there's he again realized after certain days, he realized that he himself is the consciousness, like how Brahma has realized. So when he realized himself as an ultimate consciousness, immediately the energy started adding to him, and that particular energy, when it unites with that particular consciousness, it vibrates with immense love, very much of immense love. So that's why Jesus have been vibrating with that love, not to that particular point of time, to till date. His aura and his presence everywhere, whoever can feel it, then we could feel his immense vibration of love. So that is the importance of realizing the consciousness within ourselves, and to realize that ultimate consciousness. So every manifestation, anything that we can manifest, we need to have that consciousness along with that energy added towards that consciousness. And that is how we can bring the beauty to the creation, to every single creation. In our day to day lives too, we just think the thoughts, but the action of the thoughts is what creates the beauty, is what is called as manifestation, right? So we need to have that proper knowledge tied towards that consciousness in order to bring the beauty to that manifestation of that consciousness. So, this is my understanding about consciousness. And with that being said, I will hand over to the host. And if you guys have any questions, it's open. Sorry, I took a little bit long. I was supposed to speak for 10 minutes.
Gouthami, it's very beautifully explained.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Um,
Thanks, Gautami garu. Beautiful explanation. I had one doubt about Jesus.
Okay.
You said he meditated in Himalayas for certain days, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What I thought is he was in um, Jerusalem, like, um, uh, and spreading the word of God over there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Uh, I didn't heard about that he came to India and Himalayas and
yes,
everything.
I know when I say this, people will have lots of doubts, but that I have read from Dancing with Dakini's book from Dina Mariam. So there has been lots and lots of untold and unrevealed facts from his
controlled,
history.
controlled, controlled also.
Yeah, yeah, it's controlled and it's unrevealed and facts from our history. And when I read these books, there's been lots and lots of information that even in our mythology too, you know. Yeah, I will show this book. This is called The Rukmini, The Turning of Time, and The Dawn of an Era. In this, in our mythology too, even Rukmini Devi, she has done a lots and lots of things, where where her character in our mythology has been not portrayed to the best. So when I read this book, there's lots of unrevealed facts even about her too, and lots and lots of things even about Sri Krishna that has been not narrated to us. So
God.
like
Sorry
Gauthami,
to interrupt you, Gautami.
Gauthami, if you allow me, I will tell you.
yeah.
This is Sirisha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
In the Bible, there is missing years of Jesus. So from till he was 12 years old to 29 years old, those called missing years of Jesus. There was never mentioned in the Bible. But in those years, he traveled India, Nepal, all those places. He was there in India and Varanasi and Puri, lot of places. He all his learnings. He visited so many monasteries. So his core was there. So once he realized, he came back to Jerusalem. But after his demise, the that same like you said mentioned about the Rukmini, every teachings was altered. The even Christianity was developed after the by the popes and everything. It was all altered. But core teachings of Jesus was compassionate and love. So faith. You can refer Missing Years of Jesus. So there is a book, so many books available, Missing Years of Jesus, and it was like a proof. Elizabeth Clare Prohibit, she wrote one book called Missing Years of Jesus. In that, she clearly mentioned with all the proofs that he stayed in India in some of the monasteries. All those were found. So yes, he traveled to India, Nepal, everything. He meditated and he did a lot of sadhana. Once he realized, he came back to Jerusalem to spread his teachings. Yeah. Thank you,
Um,
Gautami.
yeah, I have not read much about Bible, but here and there I can take some
Yeah,
notes.
I don't know about the Bible, but I did follow some couple of years Elizabeth Clare Prohibit teachings. So she wrote one book. Even I read that book. So yeah. And if you find a search in Missing Years of Jesus in the Google also, you will find some of the information.
Yeah, this,
Thank you. I don't know about this. Thanks for the information.
Gautami,
yes,
do
yes.
you, when you were mentioning about the book of the Rukmini, can you please give a little brief how that book came and the who wrote?
Oh, okay. So this is one of the book, Rukmini, The Turning of Time and Dawn of an Era. This is one of the book written by Dina Mariam. This is a huge book. It states it explains three lives. Yeah, I guess three lives. Yeah, three lives of Dina Mariam's past. So.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Mhm.
Um, that who is Rina Marim also saying, like, she's right now she's alive and she's here in New York.
Yeah, so Dina Miriam, she currently lives in New York, and then she writes her books from New York, and she has written, she herself started meditating from the age of 20, and then from that time onwards, she has been trying to, not trying, she was able to recollect her past lives, um, uh, starting from her immediate past life to all the way to where she was born from. Her soul was born from. So, one of her books was Rukmini, The Turning of Time and Dawn of an Era. And she has also written the books called Untold Story of Sita, Dancing with Darkinis, and My Journey Through Times. And there's one more book, I do not remember that title, but there's one more book, and current book of hers was that was recently released was Sita the Yogi. So there were more and more interesting facts that she has revealed by being able to recollect her past lives, and she has put everything in order for us to refer to and to see what we are missing currently in our mythologies. And the everything, every narration has one way or other, their own way of narrating, right? So we can refer to most of the energies, what Sri Sita Mata has done to this world, and what Rukmini Mata has done to this world. And she has also taken, Dina Mariam has also taken one of the life in Tibet, and India too. And she was once in one of the life, she was a queen in India too, where she has um, I mean, she has done her best to uh, preserve the dharma of Sanatana Dharma. She was a backbone to, I mean, preserve that Sanatana Dharma from being suppressed from external forces. So there's a lot of things that she has narrated in her books, and I personally love her books because the way she writes makes us think of what we are capable of, and how well we can develop our own personality to think in a proper way. So I consider her books more of a personality development thing rather than seeing it other way, like contradicting facts to our present mythology. So yeah, uh, and these narrations will actually support that mythology, our original facts of mythology, not rather than contradicting the statements. So if possible, please refer to these books, any one of her books. Start reading any one of her books. That will give you an immense mm, uh, you know it will help you realize that immense beauty of love, and you can feel that real vibration of love by reading her books.
Could you please post the names of the books in the group?
Okay.
Yeah, while you do that, I just want to add a little bit to what you said, Gouthami. Um, just the way consciousness, even the truth, whatever that is existing, it doesn't matter whether you believe or not, whether somebody is, approving it or not, but it is just the fact is fact, like the truth is truth. But sometimes, when when the generation is going in a wrong direction because of personal benefits and all, the consciousness get revealed to the people who have that that capacity, that the arhata. So it gets revealed to them so that they can bring it again. So Dina Mariam is one of that kind of soul. Like, she born in a Jewish family here, but her connection to Mahatar Babaji and Paramahamsa Yogananda, by the blessings of them, she started, practicing meditation, her sadhana, and she then realized all her past lives. And it is like, that is what made her write all those books, is now we all able to see the actual facts behind whatever that we are thinking right now, as I mean, about about Sita, or Rukmini, the facts that are suppressed from the male world, how they turned everything into their aspect, um the same way Jesus facts as well. So, I mean, yeah, it, we recommend to read for your own, like, with your own interest, and then understand with your own consciousness.
Yeah, thank you for that brief description, Ratna. Okay, if no questions, then I will hand it back to you, Ratna, or Suresha.
You guys were telling about untold story about Jesus, right? And you guys mentioned some books. Can you tell me one more time the name of that books?
Sirisha, that's a question for you.
Yeah, Dina Miriam books you can mention. I don't know all of their books.
I know
Dina.
Dina
Okay.
Miriam's books. She's asking about
We'll post in the group. If you are in the group, I will post all the books in the group.
In which group you're
Okay,
talking
then
about?
I will tell Missing Years of Jesus by Elizabeth Clare Prohibet.
Elizabeth. Just give me a second.
Maybe I will
I'm
text in the group.
typing it. Missing
Yeah,
years.
if you text in a chat,
Yeah,
it would
sure.
be helpful for me.
And Dina Miriam, you will search with her name. You will find all her books.
I did post it
Okay.
in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, Missing Years of Jesus by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. Yeah, yeah. Gouthami texted in the group
Oh,
message.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Very wonderfully explained, Gautami. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ratna.
Keep joining our sessions.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to stop the live, Sirisha?